All right, well, welcome back to the show. It's me, Hugh, and Sandra's here too. And
I feel like we get larger than life.
well, because I'm zooming in.
Well, I know.
Right? It's pretty cool. So anyway, we're here. We got Orchidea and Kelly from the serpentina-north-ensemble. Is that right? Did I get that right?
That is correct.
So, and we just found out we had you on the show a few years ago,
Yes.
right? About something completely different. But now we're
Totally.
talking about belly dancing, and in particular tribal versus traditional. So, but why don't you just take it away, Orchidea, and tell us about the dance troupe?
Well, the dance troupe started in December of 2007. I emigrated from the U.S. and got my troupe started, hence the north part of the serpentina-north-ensemble, because I came up from New York City and let people know that I wanted to start this troupe. And we grew it from there. So, and today we have 5 dancers, which my troupe mate Kelly is one of them. And we have our own musician, a wonderful guy named Jim Boz, who writes original music for the troupe.
Wow.
Interesting.
Do we have any of that original music
We do.
to dance to today?
We do.
Fantastic. Okay, good.
So you've been doing this since 2007?
The troupe has been in existence since 2007. I've been dancing for about 15 years at this point, and I regularly teach here in Toronto, and Kelly is my teaching assistant on Thursday nights at Habiba's studio.
Where's that?
Dundas and Jarvis.
Oh, okay.
So
Just
we're
over
right
there.
above the Tim Hortons.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So how did you get involved in this? Because this is a very unique kind of dance, right?
It is. It's a very different style than traditional belly dance, because when you talk about belly dancers, everybody has a very specific image in mind of what a belly dancer is, what a belly dancer looks like. Kelly and I do not look like typical belly dancers. And what's really interesting about tribal is it's a very modern fusion of belly dance that not just incorporates Middle Eastern dance, but it has elements of flamenco and kathak and other little bits and pieces from other cultures in North Africa, Turkey, and the Middle East. So it kind of becomes this blend, and it's meant to be danced in groups. So what makes it really fun is it's largely improvised, and you have a lead-follow system, and everybody gets to dance together, which is really fun.
So is this about how good you are? Because, you know, it sounds very intimidating. Belly dancing to me is very intimidating.
It's a little bit scary when you get started off, because I remember when I first started belly dancing, I began with a very traditional style, but then as I continued dancing, I realized, I found out what tribal was, and I thought, oh my God, these are my people, because all of a sudden it was this very specific look. The music was a little funkier. It wasn't just like, here's just the classic pieces of music that everyone dances to. So it branched out a little bit more and was a little bit more me. And and then I found other people who wanted to be involved in tribal who all got to dance together. Because when did you join the troupe, Kelly?
4 years ago?
Yeah.
4 years ago now.
So how did you come to be involved, Kelly?
I had known some of the other troupe mates and previous troupe mates, and I came in for an audition to join the troupe. I'd been doing more traditional style of belly dance for about 3 years, and I have kind of musical theater background, so I'd done a number of dance styles way back in the day. So,
And what attracted you to this form of belly dancing?
because it wasn't based on always soloing, always the glamour girl, always, you know, having the opportunity only in like that Middle Eastern Egyptian cabaret style. And then once I got to dancing with the group, the cohesiveness of dancing together just adds a whole different aspect to it as an art form.
So this sounds, I mean, you're saying you have to audition,
Yeah.
right?
Well, to be in the troupe, sure.
Yeah.
But anybody can come and take classes, because once people kind of get into it, belly dance is one of those art forms that just makes you fall in love, because you get into dancing, you start having fun, you build this camaraderie with other students, with other dancers, and then you get really into the music, and then you have to buy oh my God, the jewelry is so amazing, and then it becomes a very expensive hobby, where all of a sudden then, but I have to have that big skirt, and then you do other things that augment your dance, and it becomes this, it becomes more than just a belly dance class or just belly dancing. It becomes your lifestyle.
So is the attire similar to the traditional form then?
No, actually, because where the traditional, there's often just the skirt with the sequin belt and the bra, which is called a bedla. We branch out into all sorts of different things. Our costume is very heavy. There's a lot of stuff going on because there'll be pantaloons, which then will have a skirt on top of that, and then lots of fringy, tassely belts, and the coins, and then the cholis, and a lot of the jewelry. And I mean, personally, I've been collecting jewelry now for the past 10 years. When I went to India, I picked up a bunch of jewelry from tribal women in India. You start finding all sorts of different stuff and kind of add it to your collection. So, because then you end up with the bracelets, the earrings, the whole nine.
So how do you dance with all that stuff on you?
It's the dance is like a game. It's like playing. It's like adults playing a game where it's like this follow and lead and yeah, you build up the strength and you just kind of build as you go. You keep growing as a dancer all the time.
So do you find that when you're changing up your jewelry and that kind of thing, it also lends itself to different movements within the tribal belly dancing because of the way the movement, the sounds of the jewelry make maybe, or the way they shimmer or reflect the light? Do you find that makes a difference, Kelly?
I think it just makes you want to do it more, that the moves get bigger, that your accents are sharper, that, the colors splashing, that when everyone's moving, your hips in the same movement, everyone's skirts are flipping in the same direction, and it just becomes more augmented. The more you add, the more glitter, the more...
So nothing subtle about this art form.
No, there's definitely nothing subtle. And I mean, a lot of us living in the city, a lot of us wear black all the time.
Yeah.
But for our costumes, we tend to really bust out with color so that things really pop. And and it depends on the gig where, if we're going out of town and we're doing this sort of show, okay, we'll kind of change up what kind of headpieces do you want to wear? There's always lots of flowers in the hair, sometimes turbans, sometimes headscarves, all sorts of really wonderful things. So it's a really rich look.
Now, do you have to rehearse this, or is this more improvisational?
We do rehearse. Because it's improvised, even though it is improvised, I should say, there's still a vocabulary of movement.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I might be doing something, and then if Kelly's following me, I might turn my head to the left, and that's going to signify I'm going to start doing some turns. So then she'll know to follow me.
Okay.
Or sometimes it might be turning the wrist, where, that's going to launch into this move.
Okay.
Or sometimes you'll just hear a yip. And then all of a sudden, we're going to go start doing this particular formation. So there's definitely a language. So once you pick up those different pieces, you can just fly with it. You don't even have to think about it anymore because it becomes so comfortable in your body.
So you guys have to be really trusting in each other and have an in-sync kind of, so you guys are probably really close in other areas too, because it's almost like a sisterhood. It feels like.
Well, it sounds like jazz to me, right?
Dance jazz.
Because the jazz players are all improv guys.
Too.
Just jam.
Yeah.
And we jam.
Yep.
We do. Jam.
Now, you talk about gigs, and I'm just curious, what kind of gigs do you guys do? And I'm thinking in terms of the people watching, too, what, maybe they're putting on an event. What are the kinds of events or gigs that you guys do?
We've done a lot of outdoor festivals, and we'll do stuff in nightclubs, because our next gig coming up is called Church of Shimmy, and it's March 5th at the Toronto School of Burlesque, which is just moved to Queen and Spadina, because they just took over the space that's above the McDonald's on Queen and Spadina. So we'll be there doing a performance and doing a little lesson, and the whole event is a nice sort of opportunity to kind of play and dance without any pressure. so that all sorts of different students, people who are curious, can come and check it out.
This sounds like a really good, not to be part of the troupe, but just to experience this and take these classes would be really good for people who are shy and like to come out of the shell, because it's very big and it's very extravagant and it's very colorful. And so for people, Torontonians who always wear black and gray and brown kind of thing, this is an opportunity to really just kind of let your hair down kind of thing.
Yeah, I think a lot of women who come to classes, this is like their girl time.
Yeah.
So they come out and they want to dance, and everybody gets to see each other once a week, so you get to catch up. Oh, how are you doing? Oh, I had a rotten day. Oh, I want to just dance today. Or, oh, I'm in a great mood. Oh, I'm so happy to see you, and we all get to dance together.
And not to mention, it's a form of a workout, too. I mean, this is work, too, right? This is physical exercise.
Oh, definitely. Definitely gets the blood flowing and the heart pumping, that's for sure.
So it's, instead of going to your regular fitness class, you can do something like this, which is a lot more social, a lot more fun, and you're still getting the exercise.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I find that one of the other things that drew me to belly dance in the first place was getting that fitness in. I didn't want to just go to the gym because it seemed really boring to me, and it wasn't pretty. Like going and belly dancing aesthetically, yes, you're getting a workout. It's a great form of fitness, but it's also aesthetically really pretty. So then you're like, oh, well, I'm making art and I'm getting some exercise. So you get this blend of stuff going on. Because, again, it's like a downward spiral of awesome once you start belly dancing.
I love that.
Because then you start belly dancing, and then, as I said, then you want to buy the jewelry, and then you start listening to music all the time. And then some people pick up a drum and want to start learning drum rhythms, because then there's all these Middle Eastern rhythms that are really good to be familiar with. And then people get really conscious about, like, oh, well, the health overall, then they start going to yoga classes, and Pilates is such a good complement to belly dance as well. So it builds into all these things where it kind of becomes part of a really good part of your life.
Now, this is not for men, right? Have men ever done this?
Oh, there's plenty of male belly dancers
so
out
we
there.
could have Hugh doing some of this then.
If you wanted. We won't pressure you. This is I don't we won't pressure you. I'm sure Sandra'd love to see you try it, but we won't pressure you.
Okay.
There are a fair amount of men who not a lot, but there are men who belly dance, because as a matter of fact, the musician who we work with was a belly dancer for 20 years and has traveled all over teaching before he retired, and is now just focused on music. But there have been some male belly dance students as well who've come in who want to try it.
So how many students do you have now, and is there room for more?
Oh, there's always room for more.
Yeah.
I mean, it fluctuates depending on time of year and stuff. But classes they're fairly small. They're about we end up with like 9-10 people. And it fluctuates from time to time. But we're looking to build and to bring in more people who are curious, who want to give it a try.
And then the troupe, is there any limit to the number of people in that, or how many are in it now, and can that grow, or is it limited to a certain number?
Well, the troupe, as I said, we have 5 dancers right now.
Yeah.
At one point, at our biggest point, we had 8 dancers. But it's tough because people are so busy that it's definitely a commitment, because we're rehearsing every week, and then when there's shows, we have to make arrangements about, like, oh, okay, who can travel, who can do this, oh, do you need to get a babysitter, all sorts of stuff. So it's a lot of work to really, you have to really want to do it and be dedicated to be in the troupe.
How much do you rehearse to be in the troupe? How much rehearsing does that require?
We rehearse once a week.
Okay.
And it's only an hour and a half a week right now, but then if there's specific shows coming up, we end up fitting in more rehearsals as it comes. Because right now it's pretty mellow because it's winter time, but once spring and summer comes up, as things ramp up, then we definitely need more rehearsals, because more shows are coming, and then we're like, oh, okay, we're prepping to do this show. And because one of the other things that's coming up this spring is that the troupe's headed off to the West Coast. So, and we're doing some stuff in Portland and Seattle. There's a festival we go to every year out in Seattle that we're looking forward to. And strangely enough, Seattle is really spring-like at the end of March. So getting out of Great Toronto.
What a great excuse to go.
Pretty nice.
So what kind of festival is this that you go to?
It's a tribal belly dance festival called Cues and Tattoos. And cues being, because it's improvised, you're playing off of the cues of different dancers.
Okay.
And tattoos because it is definitely part of the tribal belly dance culture. There's a lot of tattooed women out there. And yeah.
So did you have those tattoos before you were doing belly dancing, or did those tattoos come after?
These actually came after because a lot of these tattoos in particular came when I came up here.
Okay.
Because I have maple leaves and stars, which are part of my two countries. So I've got something for Canada and something for the U.S. And then it's kind of grown from there. And yeah.
Wow.
And Kelly's got a tattoo that she got at the festival the first year she went, which we call your showgirl Valance, which I like very much. And one of my other troop mates is very heavily tattooed and has a beautiful back piece. So
it doesn't hurt.
Oh, of course it hurts. Ooh. But so does having children. But as long as you like the result, I think you're good.
So for people out there watching right now, like, is there a certain night of the week where they do it, or
classes are Thursday nights?
Thursday, yeah.
We welcome beginners at 7, and class is only an hour, and the intermediate class is 8 to 9:30.
Okay.
And you can get all the information on our website, which is serpentina-tribal.com. So there's information about what we're up to, what events, when classes are, any special workshops, stuff like that that's coming up. So and we're all over social media, so that you can find us on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and all that kind of stuff.
And the gigs, too, are announced there for the troupe?
Yes.
And now you guys are going to give us an actual sample, right? So we're going to actually...
I can't wait to see that.
Yeah. So, great, guys. We're looking forward to this. Any final words you want to leave people with? Because...
Don't be shy.
Because it's a group of people, that shyness, you lose that when you're in the group. You don't have to be the star on the front of the stage. You get to feed off the energy of other people. And so it's also self-building as well as, art building. So it's definitely something that if you're looking to kind of branch out, this is a great place to look.
And I would think, to the people watching this that are resonating, it sounds like it's a community, really.
Oh, definitely.
Right? Mm. So if they're resonating and they want to get involved, this is a great chance for them to do that.
And dancing, it's like I think the creator of the style, a woman named Carolina Noricchio, who created what is called American tribal style, had once said, it's kind of like a bouquet of flowers. When you get a bouquet, one flower doesn't just stick out from the rest of the bunch. Everything just kind of works together.
Yes.
So it's really it's a lot of fun just to be able to dance together and have each other and play off of each other's energy and bring each other up if somebody's feeling a little and stuff like that. So
it's a real team effort.
It is. It's definitely a team effort.
Well, great. So let's do this. Let's set this up and see what you guys can do. And again, people can check it out, serpentina-tribal.com. Okay, so
looking forward to this.
Yeah, let's watch.
Okay, so first things first, because this is tribal belly dance as opposed to a traditional style belly dance, one of the first things that you'll notice that's very different is going to just be in the posture. Because where traditional belly dance tends to be very soft and very here, where all sorts of little shimmies and things happen, because tribal has a lot of influence from flamenco and kathak, the posture is going to be really strong. We'll start from the bottom up. So what you want to think about is having your feet hip-width apart and your knees need to be soft. Throughout the whole dance, your knees need to be soft so that you have mobility in your hips. Then you want to make sure that your hips are just going to be aligned so that you're not tucked under and that you're not sticking your bum out either, where everything's going to be stacked one on top of the other. Then you're going to roll your shoulders back and the arms are going to be very lifted. So the shoulders are down, but the elbows are very up, which has got this very flamenco feel. And then the hands are going to be out to the side. So this is your tribal posture. What's going to happen, the first move I'd like to show you guys is going to be called the gwazi. And what's really nice about the gwazi is the arms are up here, and it's like closing the car door with your hip. Like if you have a lot of groceries in your hand and you just need to shut the car door, it's going to be a big swing to the right, then a swing to the left. So it's right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Let's make it match with our music here. So we're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So this is our gwazi. There's a lot of stuff that you can do with gwazi. You can travel with it. You can walk back and forth. It also turns in quarters. The way you'll know when it's time to turn is that you'll watch your leader, and your leader's going to turn her head to the left, and then that's how you'll know that you got to turn to the side, turn to the back, turn to the side, and then come front again, and there's 16 counts of it. So if we're in gwazi, let's get warmed up and get the gwazi going. 6, 7, 8, so right, left. So keep your hips going. 5, 6, 7, 8, turn side, turn back, turn side, turn front, turn side, turn back, turn side, turn front. And then you just keep on going until the next move happens. And if this doesn't get your heart going, your blood pumping, I don't know what will. The next move I'd like to show you is the pivot bump. So what's going to happen with the pivot bump is you're standing on a bit of an angle, and you're going to stand on the ball of your right foot. The left arm is going to come up, so again, that very lifted elbow. Our right arm is up, left arm is going to come up here. So you've got this very strong, proud, sort of regal pose, and your accent, you're just sending your hips up, up. So it's all right hip up, up. Sandra's enjoying this too as she's doing it from over there, behind the camera. Up, 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 up. So if we go with our music and make it a little bit faster, so we'll go up, 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 up. We take a little circle around ourselves. 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice, guys. Up, 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 up. Good. The last move I will show you, because then we can put these pieces together, is called Turkish. The way the Turkish works is it looks like this. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So my feet are going right, left, right, left. So I step in front, left, back, left, right, left, back, left, right, left, back, left. What my arms are doing is my left hand is coming in, my right hand is going out, and then I bring them both in and press. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we put them both together, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Out and press. 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 Good. Out and press. Back to gwazi. So right, left, 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 right, left. Then we can transition into pivot bump. Up, 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 and then into Turkish. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And gwazi. And then when we're ready to finish, you have to, of course, strike a good pose. So, and then that's that. Thanks, guys.